Hey everybody, it's Dr. McVary here, and I want to welcome you to Children's Literature for the Fall 18 semester. I'm really excited to have you in this class. I enjoy teaching this class because it's really so much more than about teaching words, teaching kids how to read, teaching them how to write. Children's literature, that teaches kids how to be. In essence, we're trying to grasp at the human condition. What makes some stories endure? Why are we telling tales that are hundreds of years old while others just fall? Why are some voices amplified? The pages looking like some people and not like others, or other people explicitly left out of children's literature. What does that mean? How does that affect the stories and the experiences of our students? How can we bring more voices into children's literature? These are all topics that we will explore in EDU 307 and EDU 308. And I'm so excited to meet you all over the next semester. And in this brief tutorial, we're going to just go over the class workflow and how you are going to set up and how this class will work. Well, the first thing you have to know is this class doesn't work like an online class you may have taken before. And many of you have never taken an online class ever. So that's even better because you haven't been forced into this idea of just read this article, post 3 discussion questions, answer it twice, and not really get to understanding what it means to write. And this is a writing intensive class, children's literature and literacy, and the 308 alternative. So we do need to do some writing. And from all of that, you're going to write from your own domain, meaning you're going to have your own website. So the first step is to really think about your writing journal. That's what your website's going to be. This is where you're going to talk about the children's literature that you read. This is where you're going to talk about the insights. We've always had a writer's journal, but the web provides us the affordances to bring out a new place. So the first step in this class is to set up your own website. And I'm here on the class's website. I don't have Blackboard. Every class I teach has its own website, its own domain. And you could even get your own domain for this class, but in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use WordPress.com. But you can use your own domain if you want that, and you can just find me later. So the first step is to set up your own website, just like we have this class website that I will go over in a little bit. I'm going to go to WordPress.com. And I'm going to click on Get Started. All right, and we're going to create a step, and it goes step by step. What would you like to name your site? Well, you may want to call it like your name, or not just 307, because you might want to use this website after class. Trust me, a lot of people use this class after school. I mean, after this class is over, they'll end up using the website. So I will call this Dr. Max Blog for Lit, because I think I already have a Dr. Max blog from the last time I went over it. We'll say it's about education. And I will offer education training. I will say I'm a 4. Just you can decide that and hit continue. Give your site an address. So this will be the actual address. And I will do the same thing. Dr. Max. You can then choose Dr. Max Lit blog or drmaxinfo.club. And those are paid plans. So you want to make sure you select the free option. So I'm going to select Dr. Max Lit blog and hit select. And I will start with free. I enter in my email address. And I have a lot of different blogs on WordPress, so I need to change the address. Enter in a password. And then hit continue. I guess I've already picked that one too. That's a pretty random chance to happen. Out of all those digits, I already have that blog. So now I'm ready to get started. And that's it. You have now set up a website. And you will be able to go through this, follow all of these options, and you will have your WordPress site. So assignment 1 is just get your website up and introduce yourself. Write a post that introduces who you are. So if you want to write a post, you can follow all these things and set it up and make it your own. That's the point of having, children's literature is about writing yourself into the world. So when you're ready to write a post, just click on write. You can add your title here, and then you can say what you need to say down below. If you want to add in all your pictures, all your options, you have these different abilities here. Once I confirm my email address, I will be able to publish, and you're done. That's it. So you have your own website set up. What does that mean for our class? Well, if you go to our class, edu307.class.networklearningcollaborative.com, and I will email you all of these instructions as well, you can then find a link to some things. You have our syllabus here, which I'm going to go over in our next tutorial. And then you have our annotation group, and then you have our modules down below. So the syllabus brings you to the syllabus. The class stream brings you to our Slack group. Now, we don't use Blackboard, but more of a chat. I find that threaded discussions in Blackboard are just blasé, boring. Nobody interacts. But we can set up a chat room and use it a little bit like Messenger. We get a lot of fun in class. So you're going to get a link to signing up to this as well. And once you're in, once you remember your correct email address, you will then be invited to our group. And over here you see where you can just add in messages. There's different channels. You can, if you want to surf what channels I already have, you can click on this group here, and you can see all the different channels that I've made, and you can join them. And it's just a chat. That's all. So that's where we get together and discuss. Now there's a couple other tools that we will use as well. Back on our class website, you will find a link to our annotation group, and we're going to read things as we annotate. You don't have to worry about signing up for that right away. We just want to get you up and running on the blog first, and I will do another tutorial on how to do these annotations. But here's how you think about this class. There are 3 parts. This is our class website. You see all of the modules down on the left here. So if you looked at like what is children's literature, the first module, it is broken up into our readings, and I will do all of these in the next tutorial going over the class setup. But this is the library. It's where you go to check out your books, right? There's shelves here. I stack them full of stuff for you to read. And then you go to your blog. And if you want to see mine, it's just jgregorymcvery.com. I have my own domain, not a WordPress.com domain, but you can use one of the free WordPress domain accounts. And I have my own blog here where I do all of my posts, and you can read them as I go. So your blog, that's your journal. That's where you do your writing. Slack, on the other hand, that's our coffee shop. That's where we go to share the poems, the stories that we read, talk about the books that we like. This is where we hang out. So those are the 3 cornerstones of our class. And your first mission is to get those set up. So that's it. That is our how to get class set up. In the next update, I will go over our general workflow for the class.